what can be done or what should be done to make sure that the number of accident-related deaths are reduced, or if possible, averted or stopped, so that we can stop losing people on our major roads. Darling Gonde sought to find out what can be done or why accidents are recorded daily around some of our major roads. Her report.
At least 3 persons have died in a road accident which occurred last night just after a dare. The accident happened as a 70-seater bus belonging to the Touristic Transport Agency collided with a truck. According to sources, 3 persons are said to have died on spot, while several others were rushed to the hospital after sustaining a series of injuries. Meantime, a similar scenario was witnessed early this morning in Mutengene, southwest region of the country, where a truck making its way down a descent, according to respondents, lost its brakes, crashing into other cars and subsequently heading into a building. So far, no life has been lost, but quite a good number of material damages have been incurred. Meanwhile, all this is happening at a time when Cameroonians are yet to digest the controversial stirs following artist Tenos' ghastly car accident. The young Cameroonian artist, who is currently in a surgical room at the Douala Lakentini Hospital, with his condition proving to be worse than expected. In the accident, a 22-year-old girl is also confirmed to have died. Now, flipping through the comment section on social media platforms, most Cameroonians are beginning to question the rampant reoccurrence in road accidents lately in Cameroon, while others suggest the need for road enlargement and maintenance, and to some, the drivers have to blame sometimes too. As disturbing as it is right now, knowing that not only material damages are recorded, but also human lives are at stake, it is hoped that the current trend be tackled as much as possible.
Father of 22-year-old Erika Mfinya, who was confirmed dead following a fatal road accident recorded yesterday around Ferouge Besengeye in Douala, has said or was shocked yesterday upon seeing the remains of his lifeless daughter, who was a part of those involved in the car accident which happened yesterday, and has called on the artist to follow him to his native land, where his daughter will be laid to rest, to do the necessary rites or pay the dowry of her daughter. He was reacting yesterday after the unfortunate incident. She lost her life while the others were rushed to the hospital for medical attention, including the artist Tenor, who is responding to treatment right now. Many people have reacted to this decision of the father, or coming from the father of the deceased, calling on him to temper justice with mercy. After all, it was an accident. This is according to so many reactions or opinions of Cameroonians and some people out of the country. Away from that, a 33-year-old lady who resides at Yassa here in Douala is currently in the hospital receiving medical care after she was poured hot oil by her partner, who is nowhere to be found. The victim, Elodie Manzo, who is a mother of 2 years, reportedly suffered many cases of domestic violence from her partner. The reasons for this act is still not clear, though her partner claims she lied about owing some money. She's suffering from second-degree burns while investigations are ongoing. Still on a sad note, a man in Belabo, East region of the country, has been arrested alongside his wife for maltreating his 3 kids from a long-time relationship with another girl. According to reports from neighbors who alerted the authorities, the man and his wife had been starving and beating these kids for months, leading to the death of one of these kids. The 2 kids who survived are currently at a hospital in Yaoundé. From there, we now move over to the northwest region of the country. A project aimed at getting locals involved in nation building and the promotion of peace in the country has been launched in Bamenda. This project is the idea of a humanitarian association of peace and hope in partnership or collaboration with the Swiss embassy in Cameroon. They will be responsible for the training of some young men and women on how to be ambassadors of peace, especially at a time when the country is going through a rough phase, battling with the socio-political crisis and the health crisis. According to the humanitarian or organizers of this project, peace is very important in the country. Let's now get details with Charles Kibwa.
With the prolonged Anglophone crisis, the population of the Northwest lives in insecurity, violence, abject poverty, and uninspiring social service, kidnaps, other vices leaving the region in ruin.
What our communities are going through is very, very terrible. Because of the crisis, some of us traditional rulers are victims. They have desecrated our palaces.
There have been loss of lives, loss of property, villages that have been burnt down, and it has only led to an increase of internally displaced persons.
A seminar organized by the Ndumlum Humanitarian Association of Peace and Hope aimed at getting locals involved in peace-building processes in collaboration with the Swiss Embassy Cameroon, July 15, 2021 at Pastoral Center Upstation Bamenda launched a project to increase community participation in conflict transformation and peace building in the Bamenda 1, 2, and 3 municipalities.
Targeting the population of Bamenda 1 and 2, it is going to attract many more beneficiaries that will make the projects more visible, and the beneficiaries will be able to go back to their respective places, because as we speak, we are 5 years into the crisis, and Bamenda is not what it used to be. And if Bamenda fall like all of our other communities, like the Black communities, I think nobody will have anywhere to go.
With the use of cultural traditions as a tool for change, we have founders to Executive Director, Madame Ne Digambong Bibiana, keynote address presenting its contribution towards community peace building and conflict, said the Northwest is in need of peace. Training young men and women as peace ambassadors in the Bamenda 1, 2, and 3 will ease the return to normalcy using a strategic community-based approach.
The people in the long run will work on themselves to see what can I do to forgive this person that killed either my husband or that killed either a family member. We'll see how we can meet the children that are criminals, because they are their children. They should be able to render accountability for their actions, for what they are doing in the community. Is it driving us forward, or is it moving us backwards?
The project, providing space for an increased citizen participation and civic engagement as major tools for the mitigation of conflict transformation and peace building in shattered communities by the crisis, will run for 6 months, and trainee as peace ambassadors in the Bamenda 1, 2, and 3 municipalities are expected to act as mediators in their communities, getting locals involved in peace building processes. For it takes a few to wage war, but it takes a whole village and community to end the carnage and build sustainable peace.
Away from the northwest region of the country, we move over to the southwest region, where the Muslim community in Kumba is grieving over the loss or the death of their leader, Uba Mohamed Adamu, member of the Southwest Regional Assembly, whose death was announced yesterday. He was buried yesterday, according to the Muslim tradition. Tamfu Sidwan Dimbia in the following report.
The Muslim community in Kumba was shocked when announcement was made of their leader, Honorable Chief Uba Adamu Mohammed, in the morning of Thursday, 15 July 2021 in Limbe after an illness. As the corpse arrived Kumba, the Muslim community and the population accepted the bitter reality as they pay last tributes to a man who animated the political and leadership scenes in Meme Division. Politicians and the administration of Meme Division were also present to pay tribute to one of the pioneer members of the Southwest Regional Assembly, who joined the Heavenly Choir at the age of 65 with 3 wives and 13 children. The younger brother, Mr. Suleiman Mohammed, was unable to console himself when he struggled to tell the media about the vacuum created in the family and the entire Muslim community. divisional officer of Kumba 2 subdivision, Edwin Kenyangwana, says the late chief was assiduous to the administration and has also exhibited good leadership skills for the people he led.
A very serviceable man, a community leader, the chief of the Hausas here in Fiango in Kumba 2. So he collaborated very well with the administration, and we know him as a street politician.
During his last days on air, Honorable Chief Uba Adamu Mohammed continuously preached peace to prevail in the restive northwest and southwest regions.
People should live in peace. We are in this period is not the best. So I will enjoin every Muslim to live in peace. And you know, Islam preaches peace in the region of peace.
He was laid to rest few hours after his death. According to the Muslim tradition, he would not be seen again by his family members, politicians, and his peers of the regional assembly.
With that, we end today's edition of Prime News on My Major Prime. Thanks for being a part of today's edition, and see you on Monday, God willing, 6:30 for another edition of Prime News on My Major Prime. Faith Tataberin, your coordinator, the news produced by Ewane Eli Nolinga. Genda Piojin Blanche King is my name. Stay tuned at 7 p.m. You'd enjoy today's edition of Prime Hour with Lasha Kinsley and his crack team of analysts. Happy viewing and happy weekend.
My Media Prime TV.